Hi everyone, welcome back to Talking Horses. We are at Hillcrest Sporting Stables in Riverhead, New York, and joining us right now is the manager of Hillcrest Stables, Darlene Wilcox. Darlene, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's going on here today?
Well, we are having a fundraiser for Project Sage Rescue Horses. Brittany has put this together.
Yeah, she's an amazing young lady.
She
18
is.
years old, and what she's done with rescuing these horses, it's absolutely amazing.
I have to agree.
Now, Hillcrest is a very successful sporting stables. You train riders. They're at the Hampton Classic, all these great events, equestrian events. How did you get involved with rescuing horses?
Well, it's actually something I've always wanted to do,
Yeah.
you know, but it's a big undertaking. It
Sure.
takes a lot of help. And I met Brittany, and I was so intrigued with her, and I just thought, wow, this is just such a great young lady, and what she's doing is so amazing, and I want to help her, and I want to help the horses, and I want to be a part of it. So
it's a way to give back, and,
yes.
and you now have 9 horses here.
I do.
So you want to talk about a little bit of an undertaking. You didn't just like step into this, you kind of dove into it, and it's fantastic.
The original agreement was I told Brittany 2, maybe 3.
And now we have 3 times
that.
Last. But well, tell me, what is it like? I know you have a couple of, Sandy you have adopted.
Yes, I have. He's going to stay here. He will be with me the rest of his life.
Yeah, I have to say, I did drive by the other day and I saw him just grazing out in the field. Tell me about him. I mean, with no fences. There were no fences around. Tell me about him.
When he came in, he was probably one of the worst condition horses we brought in. Yeah. Extremely skinny, extremely emaciated. Cuts on his knees that were pus and blood, and his forehead was cut open, and he was in really bad shape.
Oh my goodness. And
he just had no energy, and I just kind of started letting him hang out in my yard, eating the grass and walking around, and it just, every day he'd be waiting. I'd put him in at night, and in the morning he'd be waiting at the gate to go out, and now it's just a routine.
Yeah, and he just automatically comes in at night.
At night he walks up, and I open the gate, and he goes back in. He lives with one of the other rescue horses. And
now, what is it like for you? Because you're here at the stables, and you work with some of these horses. Seeing them come in such terrible condition, and then you work them through it. I understand you're a great caretaker. That's what Brittany said. She said you're absolutely fabulous. What's the feeling after?
It's great. I mean, it's hard. There've definitely been some tears, you know, when you go to the auction, you see the horses that you can't bring home or that you can't help. It's hard. So to bring these guys home and to fatten them up and clean them up and make them feel good and know that they're happy and safe, and then to find owners for them and to see how happy the owners are, you know, you can't go wrong. It's just a great thing.
It's been a great experience for us to see all this today. Yep. Now, are some of these horses rideable? I mean,
yes, a lot of them are rideable. We do have a few that are just looking for retirement homes, either for age or soundness purposes, but many of them are rideable. And very nice horses that can jump. We already did 2 of them in our Hillcrest schooling show, and they got ribbons jumping. So there's some very nice horses.
Oh, that's pretty amazing. And
nice horses.
That was Patriot, right?
Patriot, yep, who has been sold, and he's staying here with one of our students, and he's going to be a boarder here now, so he's a very lucky horse.
Oh, that is awesome.
And another Liberty, who is a beautiful 5-year-old mare, just amazing.
What would you want to say to the general public out there regarding horse abuse and horse slaughter?
I think people are not aware of what really happens. You know, they think that these are, you know, expensive animals and that people really give them the care that they should need, and it doesn't happen that way. And people just need to understand when they go into this to purchase a horse or even to adopt a horse, you know, we want people to understand that it's a big undertaking to own a horse. And it's a big responsibility, and you can't just one day say, I'm done with the horse. Yeah, you know, it's a big commitment.
It's a big commitment, and they live anywhere from 20 to 30 years.
It's a big commitment.
I mean, like when people get cats and dogs, it's a big commitment. Absolutely. But a horse, I mean, is even longer than that. Yep. So they really have to be committed, and there are health issues that happen as they get older.
Expenses.
And expenses.
People have to be prepared.
Right, we were just, you know, the hay, the amount of hay, and the prices are soaring today. So that's probably why another reason why there are a lot of horses ending up in auctions.
And too much breeding. People breed like, you know, I mean, we have this one mare who, thank goodness, she's absolutely gorgeous. We really hope she has a beautiful, healthy baby. But there was no reason for her to be bred. You know, she's not a racehorse, she's not a show horse, she's not, you know, there was just no reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that people have to start becoming educated about, and start to stop the careless breeding.
There's enough horses out there that need homes. We don't need to breed anymore.
What are you hoping for the success today of today's event?
Oh, to get the word out, for people to see that, you know, we are trying to make an impact. You know, we are out there and, you know, trying to do the right thing for these horses, and hopefully get some help back. You know, I mean, I don't mind brushing and grooming and cleaning and driving the truck and feeding, but you know, it does take money. It takes money, and so
it takes money, and it's a lot of work too.
A lot of work.
So hopefully everybody donate to Project Sage, and let's go visit a few of the horses that are here at Hillcrest.
This is Sandy. He's a 24-year-old off-the-track thoroughbred.
How old?
24. He was in the kill pen, and he was very, very attached to another horse, and the other horse who actually got adopted, or he's in a foster and pending adoption. The horse started to rub against my arm, and I was standing in a pen with 45 horses, and this gray horse walked up to me and started rubbing on my arm. And of course, you can't cry when you're there because they don't take you seriously, so I was like, oh. So I said, all right, we'll take him. I thought he was in his 20s. He ends up to be 14. He's just in very bad shape. So this horse was following him around. And we said, all right, I don't like separating horses who are attached, so I said, all right, we'll take him too. And then I proceeded to walk over and get him, and Darlene, I heard her gasp, and I was like, his knees had cuts about this wide on them. They're actually gone now, but Darlene's a very good caretaker, but he had these cuts that had bugs in them, and they were just absolutely atrocious. They were just so infected. He wasn't bending his knees, so he was almost kind of keep his leg completely straight. And we didn't realize, but when we got him home, I took him off the trailer. I went to rub his head, and I had blood on my hand. He actually scalped himself from about the middle of his head all the way back, and his forelock was hanging on by dead skin. So he lost a lot of his forelock. But
did that happen in the transport, or that happened?
No, that happened before. We just didn't realize it because, you know, I don't look them over up and down because, you know, it doesn't really matter. But he does have a little bit of a scar from it. A lot of it's healed.
How do you think something like that happens?
We think a trailer accident because he also has no teeth. It looks like someone almost took a hammer. They didn't, but that's what it looks like. He fell and smashed himself in the face and fell. But our guess is a trailer accident. It may have been on the way, we don't really know, but you know, he's a great horse. Darlene actually adopted him. He, when no one's here, he walks around her front lawn and he walks back to the barn. Yeah, this is Sandy. He was named after one of Darlene's moms, Sandman, yeah, so. The other one is Lady. She's a 6-year-old warm-bloody cross mix. She's a mutt, but she's pregnant actually. She's due for her baby in January. We thought she was pregnant when we were at the feedlot, but we weren't positive, and when we got her home the next day, John came out and he said, yep, she's 5 months pregnant. Wow. So she was dumped there. They knew she was pregnant, so.
And so what are you going to do with her?
She's staying with me until
she foals? She
foals, and after we wean the foal, and then will be available for adoption. She's not broke to ride. She's probably been a broodmare as long as, you know, she's been alive, but she's a great horse. She actually had some trust issues when she first got here, and Darlene worked with her. Amazing. She just became such a trusting horse. She used to stand all the way in the back, away from everyone, but now she's just a great horse. You can see her belly's getting bigger.
She's got spread hooves, too.
That's another issue. The farrier came out to do her, Jerry, and she had a heart attack and proceeded.
Literally had a heart attack, or just
no,
do you guys?
She just was rearing, and so we said, all right, we'll give her some more time to settle in. So we've had Jerry try to trim her a few times, but it's not good to upset her with the baby because, no. So it's not good to upset her. It's better for her to have the ugly feet than to put more pressure on her baby. But these two are buddies.